I will talk about the COVID-19 cases and death reports. Okay, first of all, from the onset of COVID-19 pandemic, there seems to be a significant difference in the effects of the virus for different geographical locations based in different continents. I thought the virus started from China, which is located in China. However, in current days, we are witnessing the dreadful effects for Europe and America more than any other continent, including Asia. The underlying reasons behind this difference is not the scope of this study. This study is aimed at confirming the difference in the form of a confirmed cases, deaths and death rate. The information will be analyzed and presented visually in the form of graphs and tables. I give 3 questions. Okay, I will talk about it. Okay, first of all, okay. First of all, I will talk about the death rates and cases by the content. Okay, I analyze if there is any difference number between the contents or not. Okay, for this purpose, the number of confirmed cases against their geographical locations were selected from the dataset. Cases were pasted in the row side while the content were pasted in the column side. The content names were colored differently to present the stark difference present. The isolations for this data is given below. Like we see here in Europe, it's like the more deaths it became in Europe, even though the cases in America is more than Europe, but the deaths is more in Europe. From the graph, it's clear that there is an overwhelming difference between the contents with regards to the total number of confirmed cases. It can be seen that majority number of cases have emerged in America, where the number is 2 million and something. For America, including the North America and South America, and Europe has the second greatest number of cases within the number of around 1,600,000 cases, and Asia have around 800,000 cases, and in Africa has just 81,000, and other continents it's around 9,000 cases. There might be a number of reasons for this difference in number of cases. It's entirely possible that the more cases might be present in any other continent than America, and however, due to smaller number of tests, the cases have not been explored. Okay. And for the deaths rate, I will talk about the deaths by here I will talk about the deaths and the cases. I will talk about the deaths now. For this purpose, the number of deaths against the geographical location were selected from the dataset. Deaths were pasted in the row side while the content were pasted in the column side. The content names were put in label and color tables to present the difference. At the end, the bubble form of the a presentation was chosen. The following visualizations was obtained from the data above. From the visualization, it can be seen the most number of this are present in Europe, and the number this in around 161. Around 161, while America has the second most number of this of 123,000, and Asia was accepted from the total number of cases has third highest number of this, which is 24,000 and something, and Africa has the less rate, which is around 3,000. Okay, now I will talk about. Okay, here I compare to the cases. The cases and the cases and the deaths between the countries. As we see, the United States has more than most cases in the world and most cases of deaths in the world by the countries. After that, I think it should be Russia is the second most countries of death rate. Okay, here I shows the deaths and cases by countries by the map, like as we see here. When it goes darker, so it should be the highest, and the second highest, which is Russia and Brazil, and here is China, and here is Saudi Arabia, here Algeria, and here Turkey, Iran. Okay, so here I show the cases and deaths numbers of the by the map. Okay, I will talk about if there is any difference in death rate from the different contents. For these questions, we will require to analyze the both measures of cases and deaths together. So total number of cases and deaths were pasted in columns, then content names were pasted in labels, and colors of present the different, like as we see here. With the bar chart that I did with a multiple variable was generated after putting all the values. The visualization obtained has been given below. Like we see here from this chart, we are having a confirmation that a total number of cases and deaths in each content are not directly proportional and are dependent on each other. Most number of cases have been recorded in the United States, but the most number of deaths have occurred in Europe. No, I'm sorry, I mean the most cases occurred the most cases have recorded in the America, and the second which is in Europe. Okay, and this proves that there must be some other elements present which play a role in differentiating the number of deaths as compared to total number of cases. So in short, the deaths rate is much more in Europe than America. However, other continents have accepted number of deaths rate. There might be number of reasons regulating the deaths rate, like the availability of hospitals and medical facility, as well as the general immune strength of the population. Okay, there is a need to further investigate these facts by comparing data for other variables like number of hospitals and medical facilities against the number of deaths, or the deaths might be related to age groups. So age groups, most group age must be investigated to further build a correlation between such variables. So far in this study we have already established a correlation between a different number of cases and deaths spanned over different continents, and the further studies will reveal in-depth information. Okay, and thank you for watching, Professor.